is part 2 of shit we weren't supposed to be doing when we were kids, but we did it anyway. All right. So, same house we was in the other one. This particular time, I think they left. The adults left to go shopping. I think it was like close to being like maybe Christmas. I don't know. It could have been, but I know they were going shopping. It could have just been the first of the month. I don't know. The aunties always got together and left out. The women did. But this particular day, the women had left out, but the men were already gone, I believe. And so all of us ladies and the few boys that grew up with us too, they were there this day. And so when everybody left, we always would go to the window to make sure everybody was gone. Like, we made sure, we even waited for like 10 minutes to make sure they ain't forget nothing either before we got on our path of destruction. All right. So my daddy, he used to save, like, he had this ashtray in his room where he used to save like all his roaches and things like that. And I'm talking about his marijuana roaches or whatever. And so he used to have this ashtray where he would save these things. And us as kids, we just enjoyed the smell of marijuana. I don't know. We just enjoyed it. I know I did. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna speak for myself. As a child, I enjoyed the smell of marijuana to the point where I just wanted to know how it was to smoke marijuana. I'm not an advocate for marijuana. I'm not saying y'all go out and smoke marijuana, but I'm just gonna say I'm not against it. So, my dad, he had these roaches in his ashtray, and they were on his dresser. Well, he had them like in this cabinet, but we knew where they were. And so when they would leave, we all would go in there and we would like get roaches and stuff, like little bitty joints or whatever that was left over, and we'll try to smoke those. Oh my gosh, we would try to smoke the roaches, y'all. And we had a couple of cousins. That one cousin who didn't want us to invite them boys in was one of the ones to my, let me hit that. Hey, girl, go somewhere. We gonna snitch on you now. We gonna snitch on you. Cause what you trying to hit this weed for? Anyway, I can remember her smoking the weed or whatever, trying to smoke the weed, and my cousin telling her she looked like something. I can't remember what he called her, but he called her something he had no business calling her. Anyway, that was something we did we was not supposed to do. We was up in there smoking weed, and we knew we weren't supposed to be smoking no weed. But we had fun. We had good times when the parents weren't there. We had good old times. We really did. And can't nobody take us away from them now. You know what I mean? They weren't bad parents. Nobody was a bad parent. It just was, we just were badass kids. You know what I mean? They yelled at us. They told us don't be smoking and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They let us know what we weren't supposed to be doing. But all in all, we chose to do what we wanted to do anyway. And on that particular day, we was zooted because we was stealing the dang on roaches out of my daddy's from his dresser.